Good morning. Coming at you, lesson 55, A Course in Miracles. Again, still in recap mode. Today, it's reminding us of lessons. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. I can escape from this world by giving up attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interests, and I do not know what anything is for. So we keep coming back to the same ideas, and maybe that's the point of all this recap stuff, is just that when you don't question what you're seeing or take a quick pause to ask yourself, hey, wait, is there a way to see this differently? Hey, wait, am I filled of a lot of emotion right now, so I'm jumping to conclusions, creating a story in my head when really I don't have the facts, or there's just no way for me to know what someone else is thinking or what their motives are. And instead of looking at it from this fearful form of vengeance, and I have to protect against someone coming at me, or everyone's out to get me, or the world is super chaotic that I can't trust, so I need to look at a lens of fear and instability versus, again, just saying, hey, wait a minute, maybe I don't know that this is true. Is this true? And if it's not, maybe there's another way to look at it. What if I just try looking at it from a different perspective, even if it's not my natural go-to, even if it seems silly and stupid? What if I just attempt to take a second to look at it from this other angle? It might soften the resistance just for a minute, or soften the fear, just make my suffering just a tiny bit less by leaning into love, leaning into forgiveness, leaning into calm, and just let me just practice acceptance. And maybe what I'm spinning out over doesn't mean anything. Maybe it means nothing. And instead of, again, spinning stories and looking at this through the dirty glasses, maybe I just wipe them off and put them on again and just make it a game. What if I was Mary fucking Poppins and looked at it from a super, super fragilistic, did I say that right? Anyway, looked at it from a very different perspective than how I normally look. Would I still feel the same? Would I feel different? Would I feel better? Would I feel like I'm lying to myself? What if I just practice doing this? Because how is this any different than my negative thoughts that are basically me just telling a story? What if I tried more positive thoughts and told a different story just for fucking fun and see if my outer reality changes? Because that's the real thing. You know, if you believe in self-fulfilling prophecies and what you focus on expands and your thoughts create your reality, then wouldn't that analogy hold true? That if I think more positive thoughts, or the benefit of the doubt, or from a lens of love, then maybe the world will reflect that back to me instead of the other stuff. So food for thought. These are all great reminders. And yeah. With that, have a great weekend.